Hi there Facebook family, Sarah Louise here. Hope you've had a good day so far. I've got soaking wet, it's pouring down here in the UK. So I'm hoping that the internet connection is going to be alright. I normally do my Facebook lives out here on the balcony, but it's been pouring down all day, so had to wait until this evening. So I'm just going to wait until I can see some live viewers connect before I make a start, and then I will get going with tonight's topic. So if you have not seen the title at the top of my Facebook Live, tonight I'm going to be talking about how to actively prospect using social media. And I think this is a topic that will help a lot of people, and I keep it very generalised, so it doesn't matter what niche you're in, it doesn't matter what company you're with. I'm not here to pitch anything, I'm literally just here to help you. And if you are a complete beginner, maybe you've just joined an online business in your first few days or weeks, maybe you're a struggling marketer, what I'm going to teach you tonight is 100% duplicatable. It doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what results you've got so far, doesn't matter whether you're in beauty, health and wellness, crypto, forex, personal development, whether you're a coach, it really doesn't matter. This strategy I teach, which is completely a free strategy, will be effective to each and every one of you if you just take the time to trust the process. Sorry, I'm suffering with hay fever as well, so I'm just going to take a mouthful of my coffee just while I can see a few more people get on. Don't have my contact lenses in to read the notes, but when it goes back up onto my Facebook profile, I will go back in. So if you want to ask me any questions at all, please feel free to do so by putting a comment in the comment box below. And then when this goes up onto my Facebook timeline, I'll go back in and answer any questions. So please feel free, if you do watch me at any of these videos, to ask me questions, because I'm here to help as much as possible. So let me know who's on, where you're watching from, what time is it where you are? I'm not even sure what time it is. I think it's about 9:30, 9:45 here in the UK. Excuse me. Right, so I'll make a start. So tonight I want to talk about how to actively prospect on social media for you to be enjoying the process. If your upline at the moment is currently telling you to send a copy and paste to everybody and anybody, and to actively target everybody and anybody, you're going to be getting a lot of rejection, a lot of no's, and you're probably finding it really mundane and boring. So I want to make things enjoyable for each and every one of you, so you actually look forward to working on your business. Because if you love what you do, then your passion is contagious and people feel that energy and that vibe from you. So before I just make a start regarding what to talk about and where to find these people, because it's Monday, every single one of us has probably done something nice at the weekend. So think about a memory that you've had from this weekend, anything at all. Maybe you went out for a meal, maybe you saw somebody, maybe you did something. But I can guarantee that when you go to speak to somebody else about that lovely experience you had, you'll talk about it in a very different way to how you're talking about your business to people in Messenger. So if you've been out to a nice restaurant, for example, this weekend, if you were to tell one of your friends about that restaurant, you would be raving with energy. I can guarantee it. You'd be all smiles, you'd be able to hear it in your voice. You'd be talking about the venue, you'd be talking about the food, you'd be talking about the service. They would imagine themselves in your shoes and they'd feel that energy that you're giving off, and then they'd want to go to that restaurant as well, because you've been talking about a pleasant, positive experience. Yet when people come to talk about the business, they go very business and very serious, and they start talking about the compensation plan and maybe the features and the benefits, and you can earn this and you can do this and you can do that. It's very off-putting. So you need to start talking to people like you're literally just talking to your friend. Because if you do that, the people that you talk to will feel that energy and vibe from you. And if you are in Messenger doing this, doing voice notes, they can hear your voice and hear that enthusiasm. Where if you're typing, they may read it in a totally different way to how you're typing it and not feel that vibe. So get comfortable doing voice notes in Messenger, because if you're trying to get across your enthusiasm, are going to absolutely hear it. And you can hear me talking now. I'm full of energy because I love doing these videos. I think I might have to go and pick up Gizmo. He's barking at his bowl. He's had his tea already and he's decided he wants seconds, so he's barking. He does it every time I do a live because I think it's because he's not getting full attention. So if he does any more barks, I need to just go and pick him up. So where to find these people on social media? If you feel as though you're running out of people to talk to, you can't, because there's 2 billion people on Facebook. They might not all be interested in your business, but it's a people buying into people business, not you trying to pitch your product or your service or try and entice somebody into your business. So think about 3 to 5 hobbies and interests of yours aside from your business. So what do you like to do outside of your business? Maybe you still have an interest in law of attraction, personal development. Maybe you love Formula 1. Maybe you love football. I'm just going to go get my dog. Please excuse me 1 second. This is Gizmo, if it's the first time you've watched me. He's so naughty. Greediest chihuahua in the world. Right, so going back to your hobbies and your interests, I want you to think and I want you to write them down, 3 to 5 interests and hobbies that you have. Maybe it's a holiday destination, maybe it's a special place that you like to go to, maybe you are obsessed with a certain sport. Think about if I was to ask you some questions that makes you get all fired up with energy, what could you talk about all day long aside from your business? Think about if you had to talk to a room of 100 strangers, what would you feel most comfortable talking about to those 100 strangers where you could just talk about it all day long? Then from those 3 to 5 topics, narrow it down into, out of those 3 to 5 interests that you have, which ones would be attracting the people with the most money? Because you don't want to be talking into too many different groups. It's going to take up a lot of your time. You want to be thinking about it as an income generating activity, but not thinking about these people as commissions or sales, but actually genuinely taking the time to build relationships up with genuine people where you are finding a need and a want with these people. So you might be thinking, well, why would I be going into a Formula 1 group? Or why would I be going into a holiday destination? It's nothing to do with my business. But you've got to remember that we're all human. We all still have interests and hobbies outside of our business. And the more money we make in our business, the more freedom we have in our business, the more it enables us to live that lifestyle that we want. So now think about somebody that's just trying to think of an example. Think about like a Formula 1 group. People are very, very passionate about that. But think about the fact that they love watching it on TV, but maybe can never afford to go to an event because it's too expensive. You're filling a need there because you have an opportunity for them to make more money, for them to be able to do what they're passionate about, which is their Formula 1. Maybe you've been to Disney and you've had an amazing holiday. Or maybe you want to go, but you can't yet afford it with your business. You could join a Disney group. You could be talking to other parents that love Disney. Maybe they haven't been yet. Maybe they've been and they loved it. They want to go back. Your business opportunity could enable them to afford to go to Disney. Do you see where I'm coming from? So the best way for you to do this is to narrow down 3 to 5 interests and hobbies, then pick 2 of them, which is going to have the best quality people that are going to connect with you in your business. And then you want to be actively going into these groups every single day, minimum of 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. But weekends, people love to be on social media as well. You don't have to spend a long time. I'm talking like 15-minute slots, maybe twice a day. And then you want to start talking to people in these groups, but genuinely just introducing yourself. Nothing about your business at all. Literally, you want to be finding common ground with people because that's how people let the guard down and they feel as though you genuinely want to just be their friend. I know people that have been in like Chihuahua groups. I know people that have been like, they love the Maldives, so they've had like Maldive groups. There's loads of things that you can find. But if you have a common ground with somebody, it's a great conversation starter. So this is what you want to be focusing on. This is completely duplicatable to anybody that joins your business, because every single one of us has different hobbies and interests. So then when you start to reach out and send friend requests to these people, you can send them a very quick message to say where you've seen them, why you want to be their Facebook friend. And then when you then start to build up rapport with these people and you ask them what they do for a job, you can obviously then bring in the fact of, have you been to a Formula One event? Have you been to Disney? If they haven't and they want to go, that's then enabling you to not just pitch your business, but ask a few more questions first. So you want to be getting into their head of how you can help them. But you never want to approach your business with anybody until you've built up some rapport first and some common ground. So it's far easier for you to have a conversation starter with somebody else in the same interest or hobby as you, rather than just going after people related to your business. Once you start to ask some questions, it's amazing how open people will be, because they'd rather be open with a stranger than they would with somebody they know, because they're fearing of being judged by somebody they know, or it gossiping or getting back to somebody else in their social circle. They'll tell you if they can't afford to go. They'll tell you if they're unhappy in the job. They'll tell you if they're not spending enough time with the family and friends. At that point then, you want to keep asking a few more questions. Things like, do you enjoy your job? If they do, they'll tell you. If they don't, they'll tell you. But at that point then, you can start asking a few more questions to get them to open up. Think about taking the conversation deep. If they're being vulnerable to you and being quite personal with what they're telling you, you want to make the conversation all about them always, but you then mirror what they're doing. So if they're being vulnerable, you give a very short, condensed answer to something that you've been vulnerable about. If they say they want to leave the job and you've been lucky enough to have already left your job, talk about your experience of when you left your job, or talk about the fact that you want to leave your job and that's why you're doing what you do. So everything that they give you as an answer, you want to be building up rapport with this person by then you mirroring what they're talking about and you doing the same back to them. At no point are you pitching your business or trying to sell them something. What you are doing is finding a need and a want of how you can help them, and in a genuine way. Now, when things like money comes up, don't fear asking things like, well, how much money would you need a month to be able to leave your job? Or how much extra money would you need to be able to afford to go to Formula One? How much extra money would you need to be able to take your kids to Disney? People will openly say to you, well, I need $1,000, I need $2,000, because they want it so bad. But at that point then, when they're picturing going to Formula One, picturing going to Disney, they're picturing exactly what they want to have that they don't currently have. That's then tapping into an emotion of they're getting excited because you're taking the time to get them to open up. But then once they've got that picture in the mind of, I'd love to go to Disney, I'd love to go to Formula One, at that point then they're already imagining they're there. That triggers off feelings in here of excitement, a bit like when you're in love or you're excited about Christmas Day, you're excited about going on a holiday. You get that buzz, that feeling. Your mind doesn't know the difference between you imagining it and it actually happening. So you could be laid on a beach, for example, in your country, and you could close your eyes, hear the sea, and you could imagine that you're anywhere. Your mind doesn't know where the hell you are. Your mind is wherever you tell it you are. So at that point then, when you've got them picturing how great their life can be, you can very subtly be a solution to what they're looking for by saying what you do and how you can help them. You can't go in and guarantee they'll earn any specific amount of money, but what you can say is people in your business, in the same line of business as you, are doing X, Y, Z, whatever it is that you want to talk about. Talk about your own experiences of what it's helped you do. People buy into emotion. They follow up with logic. If it's something they really want to do, if it's something they're really passionate about, and it's something that they haven't yet experienced, and you're able to say, well, I can help you experience that, why wouldn't they want to jump at the chance of doing it? And the chances are that at that very point where you've got into here and here, they literally just want to know how they can get started, because you've waited until that point where they've got an emotional connection with you and whatever it is that they desire. If you do this on a daily basis and take the time to relationship build with 25 people a day, Monday to Friday, you're going to speak to 125 people in a week. Now, not every single person will want to talk to you straight away, but if they leave your conversation of you taking the time to just ask how they're doing, find a bit of common ground to build rapport, say, have a lovely day, I look forward to getting to know you better, or take it one step further, click on their Facebook profile once you're Facebook friends with them, look at their last 3 posts. Next time when you reach out to them, talk about something you've seen on their profile. Again, they'll drop the guard down because you've taken the time to look at something. They don't think, oh, here's this marketer in my inbox, what does she want now? They're not going to think that if you come into their inbox and you've looked at something on their profile and again you start talking about something that's common ground. Maybe you live in the same place as them, maybe you've got family there, maybe there's something on their profile that maybe you're interested in or you've been. But again, the more you can build rapport, the better the conversations will be. And you're never ever pitching your business opportunity. But if you are one of these marketers that's thinking, well, I don't have time to do that, I just want to make an extra $500 a month, I just need to make some sales, you will earn far more money taking the time to build relationships up with people and stop seeing them as dollar signs in your eyes and thinking about this and thinking, how can I genuinely help people change their life? Because if you focus all your energy on changing their life, it comes back tenfold and automatically changes yours. Because what you're doing is you're helping them achieve what they want to achieve. But because they have to pay to do that, you earn your commissions anyway. Where if you're inboxing people going, I thought you might be interested in this, join my business, buy my product, it looks very, very desperate. And they're going to look at that and think, they're going to lose all respect for you. They don't even know who you are. Why would they click on a website and enter the card details when they don't know who the hell you are? When there's so many online scams just in the world as a whole, not just marketers, but anything online, why would they click on a link that's just appeared in their inbox of you can earn $10,000 a month? But if you had a conversation with somebody, a genuine conversation backwards and forwards, and then they started talking about how much money they needed to leave their job, plus their lifestyle on top to make their future better, and they said, well, I'd need $10,000 a month. At that point, then, if you then talked about your business and how they could earn $10,000 a month, it's far more relatable than you just going straight in there with it. They're going to have no connection here and here. So if you use these very, very simple, totally basic skills, and you get better and better and better if you do it 7 days a week. If you talk about your passions first and lead with your passions and your interests, when they then see your Facebook post pop up in their newsfeed, think about the whole Gary Vee. If you follow Gary Vee, you'll know what I mean. He goes jab, 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 right hook, which means value, 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 here's my business. If you're just going business, 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 it's like when you're watching your favourite TV programme and the adverts come on and you think, oh, I'll just change channel. That's what they're going to do to you. They're going to unfriend you. They're going to unfollow you if you're just advert, 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 advert. Where if they see your post coming up on social media and your value, lifestyle, maybe a bit of results, bit of humour, bit of education, and then all of a sudden it's like what you do for business, they're going to go, oh. Then when you're having these lovely conversations in Messenger and you're being very approachable and friendly and taking the time to get to know them, they're going to think, well, I really like Sarah. She was asking me all about blah, 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 and we chatted away and we've got this in common and that in common. And do you know what? I'd really like to find out more about her business because I like her. If you take the time to get to know people first, know, like and trust, then they will join you in your business. And they've already decided they want to join because they've already bought into you. And if they buy into you first, the actual product that they need to buy to get started is almost irrelevant because it's you they want to, sorry, Gizmo's just trying to turn around. It's you that they want to work with. And then the product or the business is just what they need to get started. But if you do this every day on social media, it doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter if you've had 0 sales. Sorry, cut off. All you have to be good at is asking questions and making the conversation all about them. And when they start to open up, don't think, oh, this is a sale, and dive straight in there. Back off and start to take the conversation a little bit deeper, because it will reap rewards in the long run. Because the more you take the time to not look like it's desperate for you, the more they're going to trust you and think, wow, she hasn't even tried to force anything down me. She's just literally asked some questions. And in the back of your mind, most people have to have 9 to 12 connections with you before they will actually buy a product. So even if you are getting on great, it doesn't mean they're going to buy anything from the first time you speak, second, fifth, sixth. If they do, amazing. If they don't take it as a massive rejection or no. Think about it that they just need more time. They need to build up more trust. But if you do this daily with your network on social media, add people from groups that you like, start talking to everybody on your friends list, I can guarantee that you'll have far better results in your business. And the best part about all of this is you don't have to worry about your content creation. You don't have to worry about going in the news feed and liking and commenting. That's sucking away all your time. It's not an income generating activity. It's not about being popular on social media. It's about finding people that need your help. And when you can find those people and be a solution to what they're looking for, it doesn't matter if you've just got 100 friends. So focus on Messenger one-on-one rather than focusing all your time in the news feed, liking and commenting, because you'll never know if somebody needs your help until you have a one-on-one conversation. Talking on people's posts and liking and commenting, you'll never ever build up that rapport. You'll only build it up on a one-on-one conversation. So you use your Facebook profile to market yourself, for you to be giving away value and positioning yourself as somebody to trust. But the relationships are always done in Messenger or always done on the phone, whether you prefer doing Skype calls, whether you prefer to actually just get on the phone in Messenger, whether you prefer to type in Messenger, but it will only ever happen if it's one-on-one. So feel free to tag anybody in this because I haven't pitched a product. If you put the @ sign and then the name, you can tag anybody in. Feel free to share this with any of your team members. Feel free to share it on your personal Facebook profile. And if you want to share it to somebody in Messenger, or maybe to an email list or to a private group outside of Facebook, if you go to the top right-hand corner where there's 3 dots and click on it, there's a drop-down option where it says copy link. That enables you then to send this video or any videos on social media to somebody directly. So that's it. So thanks everybody for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you got some great value. Take care. Bye.